What's cooking, Eagles?
She's Sarah Tubeck.
And he's Nate Langell. Welcome back to Eagle Eye News.
Please rise for the pledge and remain standing for a moment of silence.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good morning, Eagles. Wanted to talk to you today a little bit about our Alice drill that we did on this past Monday. I want to thank everybody for a job well done. I do understand it was a little cold outside, but most importantly, everybody did a fantastic job. A couple of things that I do want to address so everybody understands going forward. We will be conducting approximately 2 more of these types of drills in the future. When we do these drills, one of the things that I do want people to understand, in the event if there was a real situation, students, please do not run anywhere other than to our rally point. Our rally point is currently at Oakland Elementary School. We do not want students to run to their cars. We do not want students to get in their cars and attempt to leave. If first responders were coming up to the school, the traffic would prevent you from leaving the school and it would just create a log jam. So students, please remember, at any given point, if a situation like this did occur, we would not be running to the parking lot to leave. As I said, we will be conducting 2 more Alice drills the rest of this year, second semester. Once again, thank you for your cooperation. And remember, going forward, safety is our priority here at Lakes Community High School, and we do appreciate your willingness to also make safety a top priority at Lakes Community High School. Thank you.
This year's Battle of the Books is starting up. You need to register your team by November 20th to compete. If you have any questions, please contact Ms. Pigatowski or Ms. Kent in the ILC. Any girls that are looking for a winter sport, Girls Bowling is looking for new athletes for this year's season. Please contact Ms. Cross or Ms. Shepard for more information.
Ooh, maybe I should join. I'd bowl a 300.
Yeah, I bet. I'd like to see that. Now let's send it over to Evelyn and Jack with sports.
What's poppin', Eagles? I'm Jack Grubka.
And I'm Michael Taylor.
And this is Sports.
Now I'm on the outside.
The boys wrestling team is getting ready for their first match on November 20th. Jimmy Clem and Jack Grubka took the time to sit down with players from the wrestling team to ask about their upcoming season.
We had the chance to talk with Coach Troche along with senior Mickey Kane and junior Curtis Smith to find out what it takes to be a wrestler, and also find out the goals and expectations for the season.
To be good at wrestling, you have to be not only physically tough, but you have to be mentally tough as well. You have to be that type of person that can get beat up every single day, come back again and again and again every day, and just put your nose to the grind and make it happen. You have to be somebody who's dedicated. You have to be not only on the mat, but you have to be dedicated throughout school. You have to have good grades. You have to do everything right.
You're just going to have to commit to it. There's going to be a lot of obstacles in the way, and you're just going to have to learn how to persevere and push through them.
Hard work and a lot of hours.
My biggest challenge is definitely going to be myself. It is a very mental sport, and there's always going to be those moments where you're going to want to give up, and you're just going to have to learn to push through it. Just keep going.
Probably not eating a lot of food.
I'm excited to see some of our seniors, Max Sanders, Mickey Kane, Jack Bernardi. Jack Bernardi was 1 point away from going down state last year. Curtis Smith is going to be he's a junior for us now. He also was 1 point away from going down state. Dakota Becker is a returning state qualifier. I'm excited to see how those guys end up at the end of the season here. Also, I like to see those young guys make a name for themselves. Logan Habanero, who's going to be he's a junior for us now. Those guys all have a shot to make some noise this year. Expectations. Consistency is one of our biggest expectations. kids, you have to be here for practice every single day. You got to work hard every single day. If our wrestlers do that, good things will stem from that.
My expectations are just to get on that podium. You know, it's always been a dream of mine. I've been doing this since I was 4. Looking forward to it ever since.
With expectations high, I'm excited to see how the season turns out.
The girls basketball team defeated Cary Grove on Monday 54-49. Sarah Smith led the team with 13 points and 7 steals. Kylie Jozok had 12 points, and Mia Edwards finished with 7 points and 9 rebounds. Brittany Washington and Taylor Lehman hit 5 big free throws to ice the game in the last minute. Good luck against Friend on Saturday.
Coming off a huge regional championship from last season, the girls basketball team has high hopes for this winter, even with the change to Class 4A. The girls have been preparing since this summer, and practices officially started on October 29th. They're bringing back a lot of experience to the team with 8 seniors who have been playing together since 6th grade. We had the privilege to sit down with Coach Phelan and some players to talk about the season.
This year's team motto is finish. I think with a great group of seniors that it's fitting that when I started 4 years ago that they're ending on this, and with the awesome concept of finish, they're going to finish a 4-year journey. Also, scoring around the basket has been an issue, so we'd like to finish our layups, and that's the big reason why this year's motto will be finished. So our motivation as a staff and for the players is that we're going to set a standard, let everybody know exactly what it is on offense and defense. We're going to provide good feedback all season, and then a whole lot of conditioning, which is way fun. I'd make it more enjoyable where it's like in a drill rather than let's just run. I hate running. And the decision to bring up Coach Last to varsity was pretty awesome. My passion's always been on offense, so it's nice to give up control so we can focus on defense. We're delegating more responsibilities and looking forward to this journey, so Coach Last is an excellent fit this year.
The thing I'm looking forward to most this season is playing with the older girls and learning from them. I don't think it's scary going from freshman to varsity because I played with a few of the girls last year and they're very welcoming.
Every day of practice we come with really high energy and we try to accomplish all the goals we have set for that day, because if we don't, we have to run, so that's even more of a motivation for everyone to get better.
I think that at practice we just try to keep a positive attitude, and no matter whether or not we make our goals that coach sets, we just work through it.
In practice we work through a lot of different scenarios that can come up in games, and we just really try to make it more intense and faster so we're better prepared.
I don't think there's any pressure to meet our freshman year goals because the competition is very different at the varsity level, but I think the expectations come from what we know we can do and what we can accomplish, which is different than what we did freshman year.
I feel like this year we are holding ourselves to higher standards and want to make history by winning conference for the first time ever. So it's not really pressure, just holding ourselves more accountable and knowing what we have to get done.
Good luck to Our Lady Eagles this season, and we hope you bring home another regional championship and put more numbers on the board.
Thanks, Mia and Juliana.
That's it for this week, Eagles.
Tune in next week for more season previews.
Now let's throw it over to your Royal Rush for your Royal Rush update.
Hey Eagles, welcome to your Royal Rush update. On Monday, we got boys basketball having a tournament, girls basketball also has a tournament, and then boys varsity basketball also has a tournament.
And on Tuesday, boys basketball has a tournament, girls basketball has a tournament. We also got wrestling at Mondelein.
And on Wednesday, girls basketball has a tournament at Lake Zurich, and boys basketball has a game at Lakes.
And on Friday, boys basketball has tournaments and wrestling has their varsity invitational.
On Saturday, boys basketball has a tournament and wrestling is going against Antioch. Make sure you're out there. See you there, Eagles.
Good morning, Eagles. I'm Wesley Dementi, and this is your weekly weather. This morning at Lakes, it's much colder than it's been in a while, around 30 degrees and cloudy skies. It'll get a little warmer later today, up to about 39. Unfortunately, that's as warm as it's going to get for this whole weekend. Tomorrow, on Saturday, we'll be seeing some colder temperatures with a high of 33, a low of 22, and cloudy skies, and a chance for some snow as well. Sunday will be almost exactly the same with a high of 33, a low of 20, and partly cloudy skies. Thanks for watching, Eagles. Back to you, Sarah and Nate.
The junior class is teaming up with the Open Arms mission to help local families this holiday season. Stop in the main office to sign out a mitten and buy a child a present to brighten up their holiday. All gifts are due back in the main office on November 26th.
That's a really good opportunity to make someone's holiday better.
You bet, Nate.
This week, Gina and Brittany took a closer look on game day superstitions. Here it is.
Everyone has little things they believe contributes to their success in competitions. We sat down with a few students to see what their game day superstitions are.
Before the performance, Emma always gives me her Carmex to hold on to.
And then during our warm-up, she always has to hold on to my water so I don't throw up.
Oh, and then, okay, so before every performance, I always have to sing.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Is that good?
Okay.
Okay.
That was amazing.
Some things that we do is we all hold hands and put our right foot in and say a prayer before we compete. And at every dinner the night before, we have to have some type of pasta.
Some superstitions that we have are we always compete with curly hair because whenever we have straight hair, we don't do as well. And when we walk around the hallways at the school that we're competing at, we can't split the pole. Like in a doorway, we all have to go through one side.
One of my superstitions before a game, I always got to have Vaseline on my lips. I get chapped lips all the time when I play, so like at halftime, I sometimes like run downstairs, get some Vaseline and rub it on the lips, you know. And then another one is I'm having a piece of gum in my mouth at all times because my mouth gets dry, you know, all the time. And I'd always share one with Mike B last year during the games because he needed a piece because his mouth was dry. So I was like, all right, I got you a piece of gum. Then we won the game, and then before every game, you know, me and him just got a piece of gum together. We'd always shoot and played. We did great. So now this year, I got Brad B's, me and him, we got the piece of gum rule going. It's going to be a great superstition.
A superstition that I have is in games when I shoot a free throw, I like to sing the song Crazy Frog as I'm shooting them. This started because Crazy Frog was just stuck in my head because, like, you know, it always plays like Great America, so it was just stuck in my head. And then I went into practice and I was singing it, and then I shot a free throw and made it, so I just, like, continued on. A team superstition that we have is before every conference game, Mia Edwards gets a basketball and she throws it at the banner in the gym, and after she hits it, we all go crazy.
I'm Gina Brum with Eagle Eye News.
Thanks, guys. That's it for this week, Eagles.
If you have any announcements or requests, please send them into lakestudentmedia.com to see them aired in a future broadcast.
And don't forget to like and subscribe down below. Have a great weekend, Eagles. Have a great Thanksgiving.